Alright, now let me tell you all about Saint Francis of Assisi and his connection to Hypixel Skywars. Now, his feast day was about 2 months ago, so this is a very topical thing for us to be discussing, but, you know, I like him. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got funny stories, and that's what I want to talk about. Now, for those who don't know, Saint Francis is a Catholic saint, according to the Catholic tradition. He lived in, like, I don't know, 1300s probably, and he was one of the best monks to ever exist. He's regarded as like one of the best just people, period, like ever. No. Now this guy unfortunately is not Saint Francis of Assisi, so therefore we do not care about his life story. Among his most notable accomplishments were talking to birds and being bald. Neither of those are jokes. That was one of his big things that he's remembered for. Is he talked to birds a lot, and he asked God to talk to the birds and show them some love too, because of how awesome they were. Which birds are pretty solid. So that's a pretty respectable opinion there. And yeah, basically he had a whole sermon that he gave to just a bunch of birds that 5 people saw as they were walking by. That's the only reason that we know about it. Because what is this anvil? What is wrong with this anvil, man? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Oh dear. Hey, we lived. Yes, thank you. Back to Saint Francis. So another time he was going to see the Pope to ask him basically just asking for a vibe check, just is my way of life cool or no? And the Pope. So for context, Saint Francis was a very humble man. Okay, he started off incredibly wealthy. Okay, before he became a monk. A very wealthy family in some city in Italy, and basically he said, you know what, I don't want any of it, I just want Jesus Christ. And so then, we're just going to let this happen, actually. Why should we let this happen? Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it was a homeless man pulling up and saying hi to the Pope. And when the Pope saw his condition, when his Pope saw how poorly dressed he was and stuff, he basically laughed in his face and was like, go preach to the pigs and roll in the mud with them. But now Saint Francis, okay, being the absolute legend that he was, proceeded then to go literally roll in the mud with the pigs. I hate lava so much. Am I ever gonna stop burning? Jeez. Yeah, Saint Francis, being the absolute legend that he was, then found a group of nearby pigs and actually rolled around with them in there for a while, and then after he was caked in mud and fucking just disgusting, yeah, after being absolutely disgusting, he then proceeded to go back to the Pope and ask him again. Now, we don't, I think, know what happened afterward, but I mean, after doing that, I can't imagine that the Pope didn't just instantly make him a saint at that moment, because God, what else can you do at that point? That's that is such a devastating blow to any self-esteem. Just literally walking on into your papal palace, bringing mud all over the floor and being like, hey, I'm back. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, we did it, guys. This has never happened before. No one has ever achieved what I've just achieved. I made a grave lapse in my judgment. What a skin. Oh my gosh. Yeah, more on the backstory of Saint Francis. He was born to an incredibly wealthy family in Italy, and had literally a life of luxury just thrown at him. Okay, all the ladies wanted Mr. Francis. Okay, but he was doing he was living that life for a little while, and then he was like, no, this is not what I want. And so then he gave all of his money away. And oh my god, I thought that he had full diamond armor. That is indeed, I believe, a chest. Yeah. Yeah, he then went on to found the Franciscans, which is basically just a holy group of monks that do a lot of really good, cool stuff. And he kind of lived a life with nothing but like his brothers in that monkhood. What is it called? A monastery? No, I think a monastery is like a it's like a Japanese kind of thing. Like also monks, but different monks. I regret so much. I regret so much. I regret so much. Okay. Nice. Get out of here. No! Now, one of his cooler stories, as opposed to just like a really funny one of him being kind of a badass, is there was this wolf in the city of Gubbio, which was attacking all of the townspeople. And he went there, okay, found the wolf, walked up to this wolf, this like vicious wolf that had killed a ton of people and was like tearing apart the town, and just said, "Brother Wolf, stop." And then it did. And then it just stopped. So yeah, he has like, you know, control over animals. That's pretty hype too. But it's not that he had like control, it's that they liked him. Because he liked them, I guess. I don't know. But either way, clearly they liked him enough to not eat him. Oh! Oh, no! But yeah, in honor of him, we will be playing Skywars, which is a game about violence and murder, which I think that he would have been pretty chill with. For clearness, that was a joke. His whole thing was like... I mean, his whole thing wasn't non-violent. It was just definitely... Excuse me, can I not place a block? Thank you. He was very much not a violent guy. He was very much looking for different routes to solve things, and also just... Excuse me. Oh, I see what's happening now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. No. Yeah, all that going on over there, that looks real sad, and I'm not vibing with that. This is a lot of... Did he not open this chest? I don't think he did. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't even see that there was somebody back there. Nice. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Woo! Yes! Oh my gosh! St. Francis has blessed this game. Anyway, hopefully that was like funny or educational or something. I don't really know. By the way, Christmas is over, so I have to take off the Santa hat. But other than that, yeah, everything's well. Merry Christmas, bye.